What's going on, everybody? Herman here, and in this video I'm going to talk about this car that you see behind me here, this Toyota Prius. This is a car that I got 7 years ago and I have ran it to the ground. It's come to the end of its life, so I wanted to create a video here documenting the car, telling some fun and embarrassing stories about the car. So I'm just gonna dive right in. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about is the paint job of the car. Check this out. So the paint job right here of this car is totally chipped, especially here on this side. It just, look at that. So that is the first impression. Whenever you go to meet somebody for the first time and they see you pulling up in the car, this is the first impression you give off right here. Check out the roof of this car. You could see there, it is rusted. I don't know if you could tell very well here because the sun is reflecting on it, but when I show you this, like the paint is just totally rusted, completely chipped. Let me see if you can see it better from this side. Totally rusted, completely chipped. And that is the first impression you give off to somebody who goes to meet you for the first time you pull up in this car. I've always felt embarrassed about that. Next is this black marks right here that you can see on the car. This used to be a lot worse. There used to be black gashes here of black paint. What it really is magnet that got baked into the sun, baked from the sun into the paint. And so we used to, 4 years ago when we used to have our dance studio, we didn't know how to advertise at first. And so we had these car banners that used to say like, call for a free salsa class, or text for a free salsa, honk for a free salsa class. So anyway, we used to have these right here, and over the years of the car sitting out in the sun, and the magnet just completely got baked into the side of here, into the door, into the paint. And again, that's another source of embarrassment right there. You can see the car also has these dings, this dents everywhere. You can see the paint, how it looks. So if I ever wanted to drive a friend or meet somebody for the first time, this is the first impression right here. Now I'm gonna take you here to the back of the car, to this sticker right here that you see here. I didn't put that sticker there. Let me tell you the story about why the sticker is there. By the way, I've tried taking it off with a knife. I've tried like everything. Tried chemicals on it. It won't go away. I think it looks horrible, and it is. Again, I have a fun story about it. So what happened here with this car, so years ago, it was the end of Christmas, and I had this Christmas tree that we had bought, and I was trying to throw it away. So normally here they don't allow you to throw the Christmas trees away into these garbage dumps from your community. And so you got to find a place where they'll let you throw away the tree there. Now, I didn't want to do that, so I was trying to be all sneaky, and I went at 9 and I stuffed the Christmas tree here in the car, and I was driving around town with the hatchback open like this and trying to find a place, a garbage dump where I could throw the Christmas tree away, or at least I could sneakily throw the Christmas tree away. And so I drove around town, and I drove by the mall, and I saw that there was some construction happening in the mall. And I thought, anytime there's construction, there's always like those big garbage disposals that they have to throw away their garbage and so on. And so anyway, I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, so there must be some sort of garbage dump around the mall. Let me drive into the mall and figure it out where it is. So I drove around the mall. I couldn't find it. And I thought to myself, I'm like, this must be on the second floor. And I found the ramp to go to the second floor. As I accelerate, I hear this loud bang, and then the window had this back window, just the glass shatter, and I hear that, and I stop, and I'm like, what happened? I missed that there was a clearance sign, and I had driven right into it with the hatchback open like this. And anyway, glass broke all over. It broke into the car. Even years later now, if you run your hand like this through right here at the back of the car, you probably cut yourself. So anyway, I called this guy to repair this back window, and he had to pull the part from a junkyard, and they put the part came with that ugly sticker that I was never able to take out. And so yeah, that's what ended up happening. By the way, a funny thing about that is that as soon as I crashed into that clearance sign and I backed up, I turned to my left, and the garbage disposal was right there, where I eventually just ended up throwing the tree away. But anyway, that was It was sad, it was funny, it was embarrassing, because then I would drive with this sticker like that all the time. The windshield wiper that was here behind that, so I completely destroyed that when that crash happened. So anyway, that's the story here of the hatchback. Now I'm gonna take you to the other side of the car right here. Let me close this hatchback here, and then I'm gonna take you here to this side, this Gash that you see here. This used to be green, now it's rusted. And look at this. So this door handle, when you open it, it will kind of just remain open like this. You gotta hit it to close it. So what happened is that a place that I used to live at, I used to park right next to one of these garbage disposals, one of these garbage dumps. And one time when I was parked, I don't know if they moved it or something, but as soon as I pull out, I cut the corner of the garbage dump, and I took it right there, and it was green, embarrassing. So anyway, so that's the story of the side dent right there. Next, I'm gonna take you inside. Now you're gonna hear this loud beep right here. And as soon as I close the door, it's gonna go away. Okay, so first thing that I wanna walk you through here is, even though I can't walk you through it, is the smell of the car. So the car smells humid, and that's from the window, from the back window. Whenever that guy replaced the back window, he didn't seal it, so water can still seep in. So anytime it rains, water seeps in, and it just smells humid. And anyway, so yeah, the interior of the car, you can see here, this middle console right here. Let me open it. You can see here, it's just broken, and this was like this from the very beginning since I owned this car. So if I ever pick up a friend or something and they've never seen my car, this is the first impression they get when they first see the car. Is just this middle console. It just looks black right here. I don't know if that's from the sun use or what. It just doesn't look that great. Now the car, when I turn it on, so the car has I bought it when it was 90,000 miles. Now it has over 130,000 miles. I thought it was going to last longer. My previous car before this lasted like 250,000 miles. I run cars to the ground. Now, forgive me if you hear a loud beep. What ends up happening is, so this is the reason why the car died. So you can see here these lights. So the brake light, the ABS light, the brake light right here, ABS, the engine light. So I took the car to the mechanic. Let me turn this off. So I took the car to the mechanic, and they told me that in order to repair what's wrong with it, which is like the pump brake assembly modulator, something. I don't know anything about cars, but anyway, something about the brakes and some pump needs to be replaced, and this dashboard right here needs to be replaced. In total, it's going to be about $4,000 to do everything. And the car 7 years ago cost me $6,000, and so it's not. I don't think it's worth it. So anyway, that's why we're deciding to, I don't know what we're gonna do. Just give away this car, or like give it to a junkyard. Now I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna show you here something funny about this car. Is this screen right here, because of the years of sitting out on the sun, it's completely black. Like you can't see anything. So when I turn on the car, again, forgive me for the beeping that you hear. You can see here the screen doesn't turn on. It's just completely black. And so if you ever want to turn on and off the AC, you kind of have to know it by memory, because it doesn't really show you where it is. So if I want to turn off the AC, I just press on this side of the screen right there. I guess I got to press climate first, and then now press right there, and the AC turns off. If I want to turn it back on, I press on this side of the screen. Even though you can't see it, it still works. But it's just like, anyway, again, that's another thing right there. It's black from just, I guess it's just from years of sitting in the sun and the heat. Oh, thank God, like that beeping went away. So anyway, to repair the car is going to cost $4,000. It's not worth it. I wanted to create this video here to document all of these stories. This is this is the car that I've been driving for the past 7 years. Super embarrassing. Everything is just from the sun. It's just completely baked. Thank you all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed this video. and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.